Hey everybody, so in this vlog, it's a entrepreneur vlog, not a tech vlog, although this will apply to any type of entrepreneur, tech entrepreneur too. So when you become an entrepreneur, are you working less or are you working more than an employee? 99% of the time, you are working much more, but you have more freedom typically, meaning you don't necessarily have to be at particular places at a particular time as you do when you work for somebody. You have the freedom to choose what type of contracts or type of work that you work on. It gives you a lot of freedom, but in the end, from my experience for over 28 years, you actually have less time in many respects until you establish yourself and you get yourself in a good position. But what happens, even when you're well established, you find that your business really takes up a lot of your time mentally. So even if you're not in front of a desk, even if you're not in meetings, even if you're not traveling for work, you are thinking about it, you're taking notes, you're writing things down, you're just mentally engaged, just even at dinner. And that is just a reality of the situation, because when you have a business, when you are an entrepreneur, even a freelancer, it's almost endless work that you have, and not necessarily for clients or directly related to products or services that you are offering. It's just the nature of the game. Whether you have to deal with products and services that you're offering, if you're tech, whether you're always thinking about software issues that you have to contend with, server issues that you have to contend with, whether just marketing strategies or hiring people or dealing with employees, etc., etc. So I'm not trying to dissuade you. I just want you to understand, when you are an employee, there actually is a lot less pressure on you, because you know you're going to get paid, you know what your hours are, and you don't have to, there's a lot less mental energy expended versus being the owner or the boss. Trust me, when you have to come up with things, create structures, drive things forward, one of the roles of the entrepreneur is you have to be the will of the company. You have to be the will to push things forward. That's something you don't have to do as an employee most of the time. Maybe when you get into upper management, you might have to do that. Well, you probably have to do that. But I'm telling you, as a business owner, you have to be the will. And when you start having people working for you, then you have to be the will for them as well. You have to push them as well. And that is, there's a strategy to that, and there's an art to that. Leadership isn't beating people with a stick. It's more like encouraging people. It's more like showing them how to get to where they need to go. And that's a big part of it. So when you have to be the will for yourself, that's hard enough. But when you have to be the will for yourself and others around you, that's even more effort. So keep that in mind. Being an entrepreneur is very challenging at first, but it's also very rewarding, not just in terms of money, but in terms of just accomplishing things, building things. But being an employee and being a key person writing code for a piece of software or whatever, that also can be rewarding as well, depending on what drives you. And that's a big part of what I talk about in this course that I'm about to put out, is you have to really determine what motivates you, what really lights your fire and will propel you forward in your career. Because no matter what you do, there's going to be periods where there's going to be walls that you're going to hit. So you have to really enjoy the lifestyle. You have to really enjoy the type of work that you do overall, so that you can plow through those difficult stages. And that's it for this vlog. Bye-bye.